don't know whether I can lift you 5 times. Ready?
Yeah.
Come on, Dwayne.
Okay, good morning. This week we are on Fowler Gilbert business and with a little bit on the farm. So first we'll start with Fowler Gilbert, and this is my last show of the show season for us. Not as a firm, with the last show as a firm we're doing is the Midland Machinery Show, which is sort of the back end of November, and that's over at Newark Showground. So go and see Simon and Wes then, but this is the Cheshire Ploughing Match and this is the last show that I am doing of the season. Now, this falls into the category of one of them shows that we were going to look at doing. We've done previously, it's probably been 6 or 8 years actually since we've been here. We're now at the back end of the day. We've had a belting good day. It's a relatively small show in comparison to cereals and lammer, but it has been a really good day. So the idea of exploring the smaller county type shows, like we did in the beginning when we first started out manufacturing, has proved to be worthwhile. We've had a mountain of inquiries today. We've seen a lot of old faces and we've caught up with a lot of customers, so it's been fantastic. Back to the farm, we are TB testing this week, and in the last video I did make reference to the fact that we want the weather to hold out for a few more weeks. We had 70 mil of rain the very day that the video was released, so that has all gone to shit. And basically we're bringing stuff in left, right and centre. We've got that shed concreted now, which is good, and we're moving stock in. So we'll leave you with a little look around the show, and while you're doing that, we'll go back to the farm. Okay, so it's now Friday and it is results day today. On Tuesday we TB tested. In fact, we didn't get everything tested. We got 90% of everything done. So the 90% that we have done, we're going to get the results for today. The last 10%, which is about, I don't know, 20 or so, 25 head of cattle, we've still got to test. So we're going to do them today and then the results on Monday. So fingers crossed we're clear on everything we've already tested, and then fingers crossed we are then clear on Monday, but we won't know that till then. Another set of results is Mark actually smashed us all out the ballpark. We had a little competition, me, Clayton, Ryan and Mark. I think Mark cheated. See what you think. Well, Mark did win. I want full, that's it. No, I want full arm.
Full arm, Clayton? That's not a full arm, you haven't done one yet. Ready? Yeah. Come on, Dwayne.
So, while we're waiting for the vet to turn up this morning to go through everything, little catch up on the shed. Now, we managed to get the concrete floor laid and done. So we had ANMAC guys come in, they did that for us because we hadn't got the time to do it, which was fantastic. Good job we did, because as it turns out we needed to put the cattle in there ready for TB testing because we hadn't got anywhere else that we could really put them that we could access with the crush and the handling facility. So timing wise, that's ended up working out pretty well because we desperately needed that. The other thing that's going on is we've now got elevation aback and they're doing the brickwork around the building for us. Haven't seen it yet. I know that they've put me 3 course of blue at the bottom, and then we've gone on to the same face brick as what we've got on the house and on the biosecurity unit. So that's going to look the absolute bomb. We've now got to put the scaffold around that so that they can carry on bricking up. And then ultimately, once that's done, we can then sit the drip sill on top of that brick. We can put the cladding on and we can get that building cladded up. We've got to get the water and the power to it yet as well, so there's still loads to do. That's this weekend's mission, if the weather holds out, which obviously it has rained pretty much every day this week. So at the moment, all we've done is we've run a temporary water feed from this building here, just across into the trough there. Like I say, we can then put the handful of cattle in there. We are going to put a permanent water feed in, so if this ever happens again, or if we get stuck in the winter months, we can house a few cattle in there before they go to auction. But at the moment, we're just on this temporary supply. Well, as soon as the weather starts getting cold and it's freezing, that's no good. We need it doing properly. So we're going to try and trench from that corner, which is where the mains water comes in of that building, and that will be then connected to the bio unit, where we will have a stop tap fed back out to this machinery store. So that'll be fed with water all round. We'll lag all the pipes again so that we make sure if it does freeze, it won't freeze that water, but we've got the ability, if we've got no stock in there or don't need the water in there, we can just turn it off in the winter months. Power wise, we've got to do the same again really. Power is in that corner. We're going to run that through, this time slightly different. We're going to run that through into there, into the machinery building, and then back feed the bio unit. And the reason for that is the bio office only needs a single phase supply, whereas in here we would like a 3-phase supply. So there's no point in taking all of that power to the bio unit first and then back feeding, because you're just taking too much power too far. We might as well just feed the 3-phase into the shed, which is where we might need it if we need to plug a welding set in, for argument's sake. And then ultimately the office is only going to be single phase for everything we need. Let's go and see about the results.
When I look at you, it seems so damn easy to love. Was alone, now I'm feeling so alive. Don't need to control a thing since you came into my life. I can climb a mountain, get so high. Don't need to control a thing. Feeling so alive. When I look at you, it seems I can get so high.
Okay, so on what we have had tested, we are completely clear of TB, which is fantastic. We have now tested the balance, which has been done today, so results for that will be on Monday. So fingers crossed if we're clear, because we need to start clearing some of these out to make room for everything else to come in. So mad rush now, looking around the shed space that we've got left to see what we can fit where. Mark thinks we've got about 20 too many to house for the winter, but it all depends really what happens with the weather over the next month, 6 weeks. So fingers crossed it stays dry, they can stay out a bit longer, we can finish some of the ones off and we can get them sold, giving us the shed space that we want. But that's it on the farm. If you like what you've seen, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and we will leave you with a massive montage of on the farm, loads of TB testing and the concreting work going on soon.